Hi everyone, we're going to be working on a multi-part SQLite relational database. If all we have is a table, well, we just have an Excel spreadsheet. It'd be a good idea to go through some of these tutorials, get yourself more familiar with SQL. This goes through entity relationship diagrams. Relational is where we have the power of databases. You will create your own relational database. This is a review of the data types we have with SQLite. Now, our last table looks something like this. We had a unique employee, we had a unique ID, we had names, we had IDs. This is not the table that we did, but we had a single table. Well, notice that there's duplication. In whatever table you did, there's going to be duplication in the table. What we want to do with that is normalize that, which means we want to get rid of duplicate entries. We only want to have sales entered once in a different table. So the department is redundant. That's what we're looking for. Oh, by the way, this should also be L name, F name, and L name. This should be split up also, because that's another part of normalizing, is making sure you break things up, because how do you sort by the last name if the first name and last name are together? So there's another one. Well, we're going to create two related tables. Department ID and the department name are repeated several times. So we're going to recreate our employee ID table. There's our original table. Well, that's not what we want. We want just a table with the department IDs in it, so we don't have the information put in more than one time. If you have people putting things in more than once, you'll end up with sales spelled differently, or marketing spelled market. You end up with a data mess. Now we're going to modify this. So this is going to be our primary key. We're going to have first last name here, which that should be split up. I'll do that later. And this is going to be a foreign key connecting to this primary key. So this is a primary key for this table. This is a foreign key which connects up this to this. So whenever we put in 101, we can run a report that says, oh, they're in the sales department. So we are creating a relationship between these two tables. One of the ways that we look at how we do this is using an entity relationship diagram. We have entities, which are tables. We have attributes, which are fields, and we have relationships. So in this case, this is the employee table. That's the entity. The attributes are ID, name, department ID. Each of these is a record. This foreign key connecting to this primary key is a relationship. Well, I can point my mouse all around that I want, but it doesn't make sense until you actually see it like this. Well, now this is making sense. My artist table has a primary key that's unique to each artist, and then I can also store name and country. In this table, artist ID is a foreign key, which allows the artist to be able to create many songs. Each song can have a single artist. That's what one-to-many means. So this is a graphical depiction of our relationship. There's another part called business rules, business rules. So business rules are just what I was saying. An artist can produce many songs. A song can only have one artist. Okay? In your database, you want to come up with the business rules. And then draw a crow's foot ERD for a relational version of your project. And then place a screenshot of that in your document. So we're going to create business rules and an ERD for your database in your planning document. That's all that's going to happen here, is we're going to plan your database. This is really important. Now there are some other things I could do. I could also take song genre and make that its own little table. But we're just going to stick with just one relationship for this. Please let me know if you have any questions.